completion of all documents and contracts. They also make sure that deposits are secured, that all legal requirements and conditions are met, and that the closing process goes smoothly. Second, a RE/MAX agent has current and historical market experience, as well as in-depth knowledge of local demand and the condition of comparable properties for sale. Your agent can use this experience and knowledge to help you establish a pricing strategy that will optimize the sale of your home. Third, a RE/MAX agent can help you improve the saleability and value of your home. Your agent can suggest simple ways to maximize the condition of your home by providing tips on how to reduce clutter and how to improve your curb appeal, making it fit to sell. You only have one chance to make a first impression, so make sure it's the right one. Fourth, a RE/MAX agent is skilled in marketing your property to the right buyer. Reaching and attracting the right buyer is the role of your RE/MAX agent. Through RE/MAX, your agent has access to traditional and online marketing resources that are second to none in the industry, so they can attract buyers from around town and around the world. And fifth, you are not a real estate professional.
Marketplace is now open.
And make a mess, so I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing.
All right, here we go.
For everything, you held me down, but I got up. Already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down,
45
but
years.
I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. You're gonna hear me roar. Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar. Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me
So this is
down, but
pretty
I got
risky.
up.
To me, this is pure offense.
We can do this together.
We changed the game.
This is my mountain.
Like thunder gonna shake the ground.
it up.
Held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fighter, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a
REMAX.
I used to bite my
Marketplace
tongue
is now
schedule
open.
the bill and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point. I stood for nothing.
All right, here we go.
For everything, you held me down, but I got up. Already brushing off the dust. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me Now I'm floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. I earned my stripes. I went from zero to my own hero. You held me
So this is
down,
pretty
but I got
risky.
up.
To me, this is pure offense.
We can do this together.
We change the game. This is my mountain.
Like thunder gonna shake the ground. Held me down, but I got up. Get ready, 'cause I've had enough. I see it all, I see it now. I got the eye of the tiger, the fire, dancing through the fire. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion. 'Cause I am a champion, and you're gonna
We are REMAX.
Together, we've created the #1 name in real estate. A brand that sets new standards of excellence, one agent at a time. Always staying one step ahead of the market, consumer trends, and the competition. And REMAX, like all great brands, continues to evolve. We act for the future while honoring the past. Consumers drive our business, so we talked to 20,000 of them to ask what they thought of our logo. Over half felt it was time for an update. And this affects how the next generation of buyers and sellers thinks about the brand. We're the world's greatest real estate company with the industry's best agents. Staying ahead means staying modern. Millennials are the biggest generation with the most purchasing power in history, and they've got digital in their DNA. So we need to continue to plan for, not around today's digital landscape. By refreshing, we'll unify our family of brands, prompting consumers to think of REMAX for all things real estate. In 2016, we introduced the sign of a REMAX agent, a powerful message that focuses on the quality of our agents. In 2017, we'll evolve our actual signs, giving agents a bold new visual identity to rally behind, exciting consumers and shoring up our leading position for the next 20 years and beyond. To recap, we'll stay #1 and continue to expand our network by connecting with the digital generation. The consumer is at the core of everything we do, and their feedback is vital. Far from outdated, consumers said the new logo was more modern, more trustworthy, and stronger than the current logo. And an incredible 74% of consumers identified the new balloon as REMAX's icon. We tested the signs with thousands of consumers and our own brokers and agents in a careful, data-driven process, because the future demands it. You'll have more options that consumers love and perceive as clean, elegant, iconic, and undeniably REMAX, ultimately enhancing your business potential and your marketing. In 2017, honor the past, act for the future, and see your brand soar.
With today's technology, it's not uncommon for people to think they can buy or sell a home on their own, until they try. Selling on your own or choosing the wrong agent can be a recipe for disaster. But choosing the right real estate agent will give you the desired outcome. Here are the top 5 reasons why you should work with a REMAX agent. First, you need proper representation. A REMAX agent is a professional who can provide insight and value through every step of the transaction. They work strictly on your behalf to screen prospects, make appointments, and organize showings. They represent you objectively in negotiations, ensure proper disclosures, and oversee the proper completion of all documents and contracts. They also make sure that deposits are secured, that all legal requirements and conditions are met, and that the closing process goes smoothly. Second, a REMAX agent has current and historical market experience, as well as in-depth knowledge of local demand and the condition of comparable properties for sale. Your agent can use this experience and knowledge to help you establish a pricing strategy that will optimize the sale of your home. Third, a REMAX agent can help you improve the saleability and value of your home. Your agent can suggest simple ways to maximize the condition of your home by providing tips on how to reduce clutter and how to improve your curb appeal, making it fit to sell. You only have one chance to make a first impression, so make sure it's the right one. Fourth, a RE/MAX agent is skilled in marketing your property to the right buyer. Reaching and attracting the right buyer is the role of your RE/MAX agent. Through RE/MAX, your agent has access to traditional and online marketing resources that are second to none in the industry, so they can attract buyers from around town and around the world. And fifth, you are not a real estate professional. Selling a home is a great deal more complicated than simply putting a sign on your lawn. There is a myriad of legal and logistical considerations that can easily be overlooked, making the process more complex, more frustrating, and more costly than it needs to be. And that can be a recipe for disaster. Therefore, hire a professional RE/MAX agent to ensure a smoother and more successful transaction. Choose wisely. Choose RE/MAX.
Built in 2004, this Midwestern family boasts strong foundations with sunny interiors. Plus 2 twin-sized girls, 1 fixer-upper son, and 1 built-in bloodhound. Also comes attached with walk-in in-laws, located just around the corner. Perfect for the right agent with the right listing, like this 3-bed, 4-bath colonial with an in-law suite, cozy family room, and laminated floors. Great for pets. RE/MAX agents are more recommended because they recommend what's right for you. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
RE/MAX. எம்மிடம் வீடு காணி வாங்குவதற்கு எவ்விதமான சரக பணமும் அறவிடப்பட மாட்டாது. நம்பிக்கையுடன் நாடுங்கள். நட்பான விற்பனை முகவர்கள் ஒரே முகவர்கள் 77566000.
விளங்குவீர்கள் என்பதை எல்லோருக்கும் சொல்லுங்க.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். ரீமேக்ஸ் என்னுடைய முதல் வேலை, என்னுடைய கரியர் ரீமேக்ஸ் தான். முதல் வேலையில் கிடைச்ச ஒரு முதல் அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் இந்த அவார்டு, என்னுடைய லைஃப்பில் முதல் அவார்டு இது. இதுக்கு மிகவும் காரணமாக இருந்தது என்னுடைய ரீமேக்ஸுடைய ஸ்தாபனம் ஓனர் மிஸ்டர் லண்டன் சத்யராஜா. அவர் கொடுத்த அந்த ட்ரைனிங், அந்த அவார்டு, அந்த எனர்ஜி தான் கிட்டத்தட்ட ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 22 ஏஜென்ட்ஸ் இருந்தாங்க. இப்போ திரும்ப நாங்கள் கொஞ்சம் பேர் குறைஞ்சிருக்கிறோம். ஆனால் திரும்ப இப்போ அவங்களுடைய வளர்ச்சியை பார்த்து இன்னும் மக்களோட வளர்ச்சி பேர் ஆசைப்படுகிறேன். அதுக்கு காரணம் நம்முடைய பஸ்ஸில் அந்த எனர்ஜியும் அவர் கொடுக்குற அந்த மோட்டிவேஷன், அந்த ஸ்கில் மட்டும்தான். இப்போ இன்னும் தொடர்ந்து வருகிற காலத்தில் நாங்கள் ரீமேக்ஸ் வேர்ல்ட் வைடான வந்து அவார்டு பெறுவோம் என்று நம்பிக்கை எனக்கு இருக்கு. தேங்க்யூ.
திவாகர் ரியல் எஸ்டேட் ஏஜென்ட் ஃப்ரம் ரீமேக்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரியாலிட்டி. தற்போது நாம் பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்க எஸ்எஸ் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ். இதில் 2 தியேட்டர்கள், 2 கல்யாண மண்டபங்கள், ஒரு ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ஸ் விற்பனை பார்த்துள்ளது. இது தொடர்பான மேலதிக விவரங்களை தெரிந்து கொள்ள அலையுங்கள் 0772-296-8683 எண்டிங் டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன், அதையும் பார்க்கவும்.
கேள்விக்கு பதில் தந்திருக்கும் அனைவரையும் வருக வருகையின வரவேற்பதில் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றோம்.
அதனால தான் நான் 2 வருஷமாக ரீமேக்ஸோட இருக்கிறேன். அதில் ஒர்க் பண்ணி கொண்டிருக்கிறேன். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் மிஸ்டர் லதா. சொன்னால் அவர் தான் இப்படி ஒரு ஜாப்னாகம் கொண்டு வந்து ஜாப்னாக இன்டர்நேஷனல் லெவலுக்கு எடுத்துக்கொண்டு போனாங்க. தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச். தேங்க்ஸ்.
Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party till the
அந்த வழிபாடு பற்றி சொல்றது இன்னும் பொருத்தமாக இருக்கு. இதுவே உங்களுடைய பங்களித்த ரிமாக்ஸ் ரோட் ரியாலிட்டி பற்றி இருக்கும்போது ஒரு சில வார்த்தைகள்
al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby. Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party to the extremo, 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 extremo. Ritmo.
We're out on the streets trying to learn a little bit about the perception of what's going on, not only in the real estate market, but what these folks think about RE/MAX in general. So follow me. Guys, could I bother you for just 1 second? Hey guys, can I bother you for just a second? Before you take off on your scooter? No, don't be afraid. Real quick, just one quick question. Are you a homeowner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, who'd you buy your house to? Name of the real estate company.
RE/MAX? I think it's RE/MAX.
You think it was RE/MAX? Tell me what your perception is of a RE/MAX agent.
Quality.
Quality.
Integrity. Integrity.
Integrity.
Friendly.
Friendly. And you made a good choice by choosing a RE/MAX agent. Way to go. Give me 5. All right. What is the first real estate company that pops into your mind?
RE/MAX. RE/MAX. RE/MAX.
Is there a right or wrong answer type deal?
Absolutely not.
State Farm.
State Farm.
Yeah.
Allstate.
Zachem Real Estate Company.
Let's check with this guy right here, see what he knows about the real estate market. Excuse me, sir. Robert? Fill in the blank, Robert. Who sells more real estate in the world than anybody? When you think of RE/MAX, what do you think of?
They have a woman CFO.
So which company sells more real estate in the world than any other company? Who would you say?
RE/MAX?
RE/MAX. All right, because you know Margaret Kelly personally.
Personally. Dear friends.
Dear friends. Who do you think sells more real estate in the world than anybody else? If you're right, I'll give you a hug.
Maybe I want a wrong answer then.
Hey, well, 50-50 shot. You don't know what's going to happen. RE/MAX sells more than anybody else.
Yes.
Fair enough. Thanks, man. Good job.
This person clearly embodies the best of what real estate is today. It's no small feat that this person won the award with more votes than anybody else to date. You may already guess who I'm talking about. Please join me with a warm welcome for Mr. Dave Liniger, co-founder and chairman of the board of RE/MAX, as our 2011 People Choice winner of the Most Influential Leader of the Year. Congratulations. Yes.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick experiment. Show of hands. Who in here has been born since 1972? So about 2/3 of the people in here. In 1973, when we founded RE/MAX, January of 1973, the technological marvel of our office was an IBM Selectric 2 typewriter with a self-correcting ribbon. Our copy machine, by the way, you had to take a piece of paper, put it between 2 pieces of plastic, stick it in a machine that smelled like ammonia and came out very, very limp. There were no fax machines yet. There was no overnight mail. FedEx didn't exist yet. If you got MLS information, it was tear sheets that you put into a little binder. Al Gore had not created the internet yet. And the world changed. And the thing that's really amazing, looking back over the 39 years that RE/MAX has been around, is the speed that change is occurring, because it is accelerating at a faster and faster pace. Very simply, 2 or 3 years ago, most of us had never even heard of an application or an iPhone, let alone an iPad. And right now, there's 600,000 applications that have been created for those devices in less than 2 years. That shows you the speed of change that's happening. Now, many people in the real estate industry are like an ostrich with their head in the sand, and they try to ignore it and say the only thing that counts is customer service and I'll be able to be successful. In reality, change is going to overwhelm those who do not embrace it. And this is, I think, my 3rd or 4th opportunity to be at Inman over the past few years. And I have to say, the people in here are really not afraid of change. You're embracing change. You're looking forward to change. And that makes you the leaders of the real estate business. Thank you very, very much for the award. I appreciate it sincerely. Have a great conference and find out all these new great ideas. Thanks again. Thank you. Congratulations.
So we were actually going to go with Remax, and then my brother-in-law actually told me about you, so here we are.
Ah, well, that's funny, because I was thinking about going to work for Remax myself, but they've got this whole thing with qualifications and getting results and stuff like that. So, let's go look at this first place, huh?
Great.
Okay. Okay, so it's a little bigger than we had discussed and a slightly higher number than we talked about, but check it out.
That's a warehouse.
To the naked eye, yes.
We're looking for a 3-bedroom ranch-style home.
Understood. Understood. Let's move on then, shall we? Now, this one is cheaper than we had talked about, but it's sort of a fixer-upper.
It's a vacant lot.
Like I said, it would take some work.
We'd like something with a house on it.
I completely understand. Right this way. All right, so this beauty has just been listed, fresh on the market, and it's right in your price range.
This is the house we're trying to sell.
As humans, we are all capable of achieving great things. From our first steps to our 100th birthday. Life is actually a series of milestones, from one accomplishment to another. One of our greatest accomplishments on Earth is actually owning a piece of it. We search online and dream of the right one. Then we pick out a few dots on the map. But is finding a home really as simple as that? Is each potential house as simple as a yay or a nay? Is the right one gray or blue-gray? What if the house I love is not in the neighborhood I love? Did the 30 minutes you spent in it really seal the deal for the 30 years you might be living in it? Is that the right price, or could we list it for more? What if the home inspection leads me to reevaluation? At closing time, should I just sign on the dotted line? So now tell me, should I go with the guy I know or one that knows? And despite all that technology provides us with its info and maps, there is still no app for that.
Application not found.
Buying a home is an adventure with tons of twists and turns along the way. No two homes are the same, despite what their stats may say. It's not one decision to find the right one, but rather 1,001. And when each of these decisions are made correctly, it can fulfill your wants and your needs. It's finding a home and a community that succeeds. Whether on the sign or in the car or on the phone, Remax fights to find the right owners for the right homes. And that's why we're here to help you navigate the quest to find you the best of the best, to get to life's greatest accomplishment. So when you're ready to explore life's next great chapter, we'll be here. Remax.
What are you, going with Remax now? I thought we were, you know...
It's been like 3 weeks. I mean, you never got back to us.
I'm getting back to you now! All right, check it. This guy's whack.
Let me tell you a little something about this something. When it comes to selling houses, I'm straight bumping. Though I may have come across a little flaky, I got you covered, maybe.
No, he doesn't.
I said maybe. Why would you want to be with this wannabe? My card says what I touch turns to sold. You better look before you leave, before he sends you up a creek.
With 2 paddles and a boat that doesn't leak. They did the research. They didn't just stumble onto me, they want the best. Now tell me how you gonna compete.
Double granny knots, balloons in the yard. Got a fishbowl where you can drop your card. I take them inside. I'm a staging superstar. These plants are too close together. Watch me move them apart.
You're right, that does look better. That's an amazing display. But if you wanna get results, let me show you the way. We are worldwide. Everybody knows our sign. Might even sell your house to a foreign guy. And while our competition's out flying a kite, in over 80 countries our balloons fly. Don't forget that we are worldwide. Everybody knows our sign. Might even sell your house to a foreign guy. And while our competition's out flying a kite, in over 80 countries our balloons fly. You wanna list your house with me, cause all the stats agree. Last year I sold 40, while he barely sold 3.
I barely sold 3, I sold 3 with ease. If the sellers are the carrots, that means I am the peas.
Do you have your CDPE?
You know me.
Is that a no?
Yes.
Yes, that's a no, or yes, you do have your CD?
Yes. No, I don't even know what that stands for.
Kind of hard not to be cocky when you're hanging laser copies. I cut slits on the bottom so you can take just one.
We'll take 2. Whatever you wanna do, our design center helps me help you. National advertising helps me help you. Brand awareness helps me help you. Our experience helps me help you too. Keeping real estate real with the red, white, and blue. Forget that we are worldwide. Everybody knows our sign. Might even sell your house to a foreign guy. And while our competition's out flying a kite, in over 80 countries our balloons fly. Forget that we are worldwide. Everybody knows our sign. Might even sell your house to a foreign guy. And while our competition's out flying a kite, in over 80 countries our balloons fly.
We're out on the streets trying to learn a little bit about the perception of what's going on, not only in the real estate market, but what these folks think about RE/MAX in general. So follow me. You guys, could I bother you for just 1 second? Hey guys, can I bother you for just a second? Before you take off on your scooter? No, don't be afraid. Real quick, just one quick question. Are you a homeowner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, who'd you buy your house to? Name of the real estate company.
RE/MAX? I think it was RE/MAX.
You think it was RE/MAX? Tell me what your perception is of a RE/MAX agent.
Quality.
Quality.
Integrity. Integrity.
Integrity.
Friendly.
Friendly. And you made a good choice by choosing a RE/MAX agent. Way to go. Give me 5. All right. What is the first real estate company that pops into your mind?
RE/MAX. RE/MAX. RE/MAX.
Is there a right or wrong answer type deal?
Absolutely not.
State Farm.
State Farm.
Yeah.
Allstate.
Zachem Real Estate Company.
Let's check with this guy right here, see what he knows about the real estate market. Excuse me, sir. Robert? Yeah. Fill in the blank, Robert. Who sells more real estate in the world than anybody? When you think of RE/MAX, what do you think of?
They have a woman CFO.
So which company sells more real estate in the world than any other company? Who would you say?
RE/MAX?
RE/MAX. All right, because you know Margaret Kelly personally.
Personally. Dear friends.
Dear friends. Who do you think sells more real estate in the world than anybody else? If you're right, I'll give you a hug.
Maybe I want a wrong answer then.
Hey, well, 50-50 shot. You don't know what's going to happen. RE/MAX sells more than anybody else.
Yes.
Fair enough. Thanks, man. Good job.
behalf of us all, we are deeply appreciate and offer you our most grateful welcome. I welcome you all on behalf of REMAX Group, the Jasper branch. From a secret office that was opened in 1973 to reach stand tall for the past 45 years, holding 70,000 branches in more than 100 countries all over the world, with approximately 155,000 agents working with REMAX all over the world. Can we have a great applause for the achievement of REMAX? I'm glad to be part of this great event with you all today. Life and brightness has always been equated with positivity. So let us stand with lighting ceremony, and here I welcome our esteemed guest, Mr. Rajeev Tyagaraja, MD and CEO of the very own band, Harmony Band, and he is also a chairman of the Civil Chamber of Commerce. We are extremely happy that he joined us today, and it's my pleasure to invite our beloved Mr. Rajeev Tyagaraja to light the lamp of prosperity.
boys and girls. I'm Nishana. It's given me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the first year anniversary of Remix of Reality and Not Yet by REALTY. You are all here tonight because you have each played an important role in our office for the past year. And today is just a small way of saying thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to extend more welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Rajendra Tyagaraja, Chairman, Sloan Chamber of Commerce and Goggles Bank Managing Director and CEO. Please warmly welcome our special guest, Ms. Rajivadavi Valipuranathan, Director, Nursing Education, Ministry of Health. And we welcome Dr. Tilak Rajkumar, Jaffna Teaching Hospital. And Dr. Nirupa Rajanadan and Mr. Jeevanda from Remix, Sri Lanka. Anniversaries are wonderful, magical, celebratory occasions. May we extend a warm word of welcome to you all at this our first anniversary. Anniversaries are opportunities for recollections of the year gone by and positive reflections for the year ahead. And as we take the time to express our gratitude for a fantastic year gone by, we turn expectantly to the year that lies ahead. We look forward to another wonderful year, the time to build and strengthen our presence in Jaffna with all of our clients and to be able to provide hassle-free property sales and purchase for you all. Tonight, as we celebrate our first anniversary, I value even more the special people that we are able to share this occasion with. Thank you, one and all, for being beside us this past year and supporting us. And may you be ever near in the years ahead. Thank you. அனைவருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். இங்கே வருகை தந்திருக்கும் அனைவரையும் வருக வருக என வரவேற்கிறோம். இங்கு வந்திருக்கும் அனைவரும் கடந்த வருடம் உமது நிறுவனத்திற்கு மிகப்பெரிய பங்கை ஆற்றியுள்ளனர். உமது காகித விழாவை சிறப்பிக்க உங்களுடைய பங்கு மிக முக்கியமாக இருக்கின்றது. இன்றைய நாள் உங்களுக்கு நன்றி கூறுவதற்கான சிறியதொரு வாய்ப்பாக அமைந்துள்ளது. பிரதம விருந்தினராக கலந்து கொண்டிருக்கும் இலங்கை வர்த்தக சம்மேளனத்தின் தலைவரும் காகல்ஸ் வங்கியின் பிரதம நிறைவேற்று அதிகார சபை தலைவருமான திரு ராஜேந்திர தியாகராஜா அவர்களை அன்புடன் வருக வருக என வரவேற்கிறோம். சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக கலந்து கொண்டிருக்கும் சுகாதார அமைச்சின் சாதிய கல்வி பணிப்பாளரான செல்வி ரஜிவாதவி வலிபுரநாதன் அவர்களையும் மற்றும் யாழ் போதனா வைத்தியசாலை டாக்டர் திலக் ராஜ்குமார் மற்றும் டாக்டர் நிருபா ராஜலதன் மற்றும் ரீமெக்ஸ் ஸ்ரீலங்கா திரு ஜீவந்த் அவர்களையும் வருக வருக என வரவேற்பதில் பெருமகிழ்வடைகிறோம். ஆண்டு விழாக்களானது எல்லோருக்கும் மகிழ்ச்சியான, உற்சாகமூட்டக்கூடிய, பெருமிதமான, கௌரவிக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு நிகழ்வாகும். இவ்வாறான பெருமிதம் கொள்ளக்கூடிய எங்களது காகித விழாவிற்கு உங்களை வரவேற்பதில் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறோம். அது மட்டுமன்றி கடந்த ஆண்டில் நாங்கள் எடுத்துக்கொண்ட முயற்சிகள், வெற்றிகள், அனுபவங்கள் மற்றும் எங்களது ஏற்ற இறக்கங்களை இந்த இடத்தில் நினைவு கூறுவதற்கு பெருமைப்படுகிறோம். அத்துடன் எங்களுக்கு உதவிய அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி கூறவும் கடமைப்பட்டுள்ளோம். அது மட்டுமன்றி இனி வருகின்ற அற்புதமான ஆண்டில் நாங்கள் நமது வாடிக்கையாளர்களுடன் இணைந்து யாழ் மண்ணில் எங்களது சேவையை கருப்படுத்தி அனைவரும் மனநிறைவுடன் காணி, வீடு, வியாபாரம் வாங்க விற்க எங்களது நேரத்தை முழுமையாக ஒதுக்கி சேவை புரிய தீர்மானித்துள்ளோம் என்பதையும் மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் தெரியப்படுத்துகிறோம். இன்று நாங்கள் நமது காகித விழாவை சிறப்பிக்கும் இத்தருணம் எங்களுடன் இணைந்து இந்நிகழ்வை சிறப்பிக்கும் நமது மதிப்புமிக்க வாடிக்கையாளர்களுடன் இதனை பகிர்ந்து கொள்ள முடிந்தவை நமக்கு மகிழ்ச்சியை தருகிறது. நமக்கு கடந்த ஆண்டுகளில் ஆதரவளித்து எங்களின் வளர்ச்சிக்கும் வெற்றிக்கும் உறுதுணையற்ற அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வதுடன் இனிவரும் நாட்களிலும் எப்போதும் இவ்வாதரவை வழங்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறோம்.
இதுவரைக்கும் யாரும் செய்யாத ஒரு முயற்சியை புதிதாக முன்னெடுக்கிற போது அதற்கான எதிர்ப்புகள், தடைகள், சவால்கள் இதெல்லாமே அதிகமாக இருக்கும். முதல் முறையாக மிக துணிகரமாக ரிமாக்ஸினுடைய யாழ்ப்பாண கிளைக்கு பொறுப்பாளராக இருக்கிற அதனுடைய ஒரு மிக தைரியமான ஒரு முடிவினை எடுத்து இதை சிறப்பாக நடாத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறார். ஆரம்பத்தில் இதை எடுக்கிற போது யாரெல்லாம் இது சரி வராது, இதை வெற்றி பயக்காது என்றெல்லாம் சொல்லி இருந்தார்களோ இன்றைக்கு அதை எல்லாவற்றையும் மாற்றி காட்டி வெற்றிகரமாக ஒரு வருடத்தினை பூர்த்தி செய்து இந்த நாளினை மகிழ்ச்சியாக கொண்டாட்டமான ஒரு நாளாக விருதுநகராகி உங்களை எல்லாம் அழைத்து இன்றைய நாளில் அதை நாங்கள் கொண்டாடி கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். அந்த கொண்டாட்டத்திலே பங்கு பெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கிற உங்கள் அத்தனை பேரையும் மறுபடியும் நாங்கள் வரவேற்பதையும் பெருமகிழ்ச்சி அடைகின்றோம். இந்த ஒரு வருட பயணம் எந்தெந்த இடங்களில் எல்லாம் ஏற்றம் இருந்தது, எந்தெந்த இடங்களில் எல்லாம் சரிவுகள் இருந்தது, எந்தெந்த இடங்களில் எங்களுக்கு சவாலாக இருந்தது, இவைகள் எல்லாம் பற்றியும் இங்கே வந்திருக்கக்கூடிய விருந்தினர்களாகிய நீங்கள் தெரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும். அதற்காக சிறிய காணொளி ஒன்றினை உங்களுக்காக நாங்கள் தயாரித்து வைத்திருக்கிறோம். Now we have a small video for all our women and happy times the past 1 year. It was created by Odisha Rajarathan from Toronto, the daughter of our MD and CEO Larry. Today we have Mr. Yamarajan, MD and CEO of a very odd bank, Cargill Bank, to address the gathering. The stage is yours, sir. Kindly with the
This REMAX office in Vietnam. I also had the good fortune and privilege of being there when London actually opened it exactly 1 year ago. And I think the conviction at that time when I had a conversation with him, being someone who has spent most of his adulthood in the West, having taken a decision to come back to his homeland and start his venture. While I think quite a few people who have said it was a risky business, I think he has taken a very calculated risk. And he has taken this initiative at a time when I think Sri Lanka and the North included needs this sort of professionalism in real estate. The concept of what Remax is doing is not new to Sri Lanka, but I think what Remax has brought into Sri Lanka and the other province, the degree of professionalism which has not been seen before, the institutionalization of real estate brokerage. And I think in addition to that, access to markets is not only connecting people across Sri Lanka in buying and selling properties. As was mentioned earlier, the northern office and the Sri Lankan offices have access to their office network throughout the world. So that creates a complete new access to markets. And just before the formal function started, I happened to have a conversation with a lady who was in this room, who told me she also is a customer of Remax, and that she had the good fortune of placing her property in Jaffna with the office here, and found the buyer a doctor from Canada, which means that there was the whole access was not just to Sri Lanka. This is a testimony that access is worldwide. And I think it works both ways. For people from overseas who are also looking for property here, there is again a much wider access to this whole process. And I think that is what makes this business stand out from its competitors. I'm very happy, and I'm also happy, and I know while the rest of the team here from Zambia and from Colombo is supporting their other sisters and brothers, but I would also commend the people who are overlooking the Sri Lankan operation, Madhuri and the Shant, who have also taken the belief that Sri Lanka is ready for this. And also the fact that the husband and wife couple who have invested in this business, Ladan and Nirupa, they are running their own businesses respectively independently in Canada. And Nirupa runs a very successful institution for children with autistic challenges, and Ladan runs a separate business which I think for years has been providing security services and equipment related to security in Canada. Now for them to manage that and also do this is not easy, but I think they have demonstrated that if there is focus and there is a will, there is a way. So let me again congratulate both of them for the conviction and aim. And I certainly see quite a few faces from the team who were there, the opening still here, which means that it's a great team. I think the team is working, and let me wish all the team members who are also here to support the investors the investment will only be as good as the team. And it's great to see the retention of people who are obviously satisfied with whatever they are doing. And then we wish the REMAX team in the North for greater success in the years to come. And for the customers and the patrons who have supported them, thank you once again for supporting these guys. For Cargill's Bank itself, I think the Northern team has backed them from day one. And I hope they will continue to back the organization in the years to come. Thank you very much.
That was valuable speech. Thank you very much, sir. times. Makes excellence is the appreciation of its peer. We are getting into the time of appreciation. கடந்த நாட்களிலே கடந்த வருடத்திலே இந்த ஒரு வருட காலமாக பணியாற்ற இருக்கக்கூடிய ரீமேக்ஸினுடைய இந்த வெற்றிக்கு முழுவதுமாக உழைத்திருக்கக்கூடிய அத்தனை ஊழியர்களையும் கௌரவிக்கிற ஒரு நிகழ்வாக கௌரவிக்கிற ஒரு தருணமாக அவர்களுடைய உழைப்புக்கு மதிப்பு வெளியிடுகிற அதை பாராட்டி தட்டி கொடுக்கிற ஒரு தருணமாக இந்த தருணம் இருக்கப்படுகிறது. அந்த வகையில் throughout the years, our agents have been working close to Mr. Stephen Gunarajam. Congratulations, Vijender Gunarajam. The next award is Chairman Award goes to Mr. Shairi Lovindas.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். ரீமேக்ஸ் என்னுடைய முதல் வேலை, என்னுடைய கரியர் ரீமேக்ஸ் தான். முதல் வேலையில் கிடைச்ச ஒரு முதல் அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் இந்த அவார்டு, என்னுடைய லைஃப்ல முதல் அவார்டு இது. இதுக்கு மிகவும் காரணமாக இருந்தது என்னுடைய ரீமேக்ஸ் ஸ்தாபன ஓனர் மிஸ்டர் லண்டன் சத்யராஜா. அவர் கொடுத்த அந்த ட்ரைனிங், அந்த அவார்டு, அந்த எனர்ஜி தான் கிட்டத்தட்ட ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 22 ஏஜென்ட்ஸ் உள்ளவங்க. இப்போ திரும்ப நாங்கள் திரும்ப குறைஞ்சிருக்கிறோம். ஆனால் திரும்ப இப்போ அவங்களுடைய வளர்ச்சியை பார்த்து இன்னும் மக்கள் நிறைய பேர் ஆசைப்படுகிறது. அதுக்கு காரணம் நம்முடைய பஸ்ஸில் அந்த எனர்ஜியும் அவர் கொடுக்குற அந்த மோட்டிவேஷன், அந்த ஸ்கில் மட்டும்தான். இப்போ இன்னும் தொடர்ந்து வருகிற காலத்தில் நம்ம ரீமேக்ஸ் வேர்ல்ட் வைடாக வந்து அவார்டு பண்ணுவோம் என்று நம்பிக்கை எனக்கு இருக்கு. தேங்க்யூ.
Next, we would like to invite Mr. Rajla Valibunathan to the stage to give the award. Congratulations, Nidarshan. Rookie of the Year of 2018 award goes to Rajla Valibunathan. And thank you, Ms. Rajla Valibunathan.
Very good evening for the all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's with great pleasure to participate in this valuable, memorable occasion. I think you all heard REMAX, in short for Real Estate Maximus, is an American international real estate company that operates through a franchise system. Until 2012, the company held number one market share in the United States and Canada since 1999, as measured by residential transaction size. REMAX is the number one real estate company find properties for sale, for rent, or to let. REMAX has been operating in Sri Lanka since April 2015 with the leadership of Mr. Sujan Shan, a Sri Lankan who has been successful in Toronto, Canada for over a decade. This REMAX law reality is established in Jaffna, its first office on 21st of January 2018. This stated by Mr. Ratan Varadaraja as a long-term dream of his he could achieve after a hard effort. Now we can proudly say it is completed 1 year successfully in its service. Through this REMAX, most of the people able to get more benefits without any bias. So we can say it's functioning genuine and believable, and also it has given work opportunity for young generation, still hiring new people as the coordinator mentioned here. My heartiest wishes here to another year of being great together. Finally, I congratulate especially Mr. Ranjalada, Managing Director, and his team to achieve this level very successfully. Wish you happy anniversary of REMAX, and thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your meaningful speech. இன்றைய நாளில் விருதுகளை பெற்றுக்கொண்ட அத்தனை பேருக்கு உங்களுடைய மனமார்ந்த வாழ்த்துக்கள். இதை இதோடு நின்று விடாமல் இந்த பாராட்டு விருது என்பது இன்னும் நீங்கள் இந்த துறையை சாதிப்பதற்கும் இன்னும் REMAXினுடைய வெற்றிக்காகவும் உழைப்பதற்காக அதனாலே உங்களுடைய ஒரு வருட உழைப்பினை பாராட்டி இருக்கிறார்கள், கௌரவித்திருக்கிறோம். எங்களுடைய இனிவருகிற காலத்தின் வெற்றிகள் அத்தனையிலும் உங்களுடைய பங்களிப்பு இன்னும் அதிகமாக இப்போது விடவும் இருக்கும் என்கிற நம்பிக்கை எங்களுக்கு இருக்கிறது. ஆகையினாலே இன்னும் ஒரு முறை இன்றைய நாளில் விருதுகளை பெற்றுக் கொண்டவர்களுக்கு வாழ்த்துக்களை சொல்வதோடு அத்தனை பேரையும் நாங்கள் ஒன்றாக இந்த மேடைக்கு மறுபடியும் அழைத்திருக்கிறோம். நீங்கள் பெற்றுக்
Vijender won Diamond Award because he made more than 1 million commission for 2018. We would like to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vijender. Tushar, please step forward. Last year, Tushar made 750,000 as the commission, so that she won the Chairman Award. Thank you. Rana, please step forward. He won the Rookie of the Year because he followed the rules and regulations properly, and he is new to REMAX. That's why we gave that award for him. Thank you, Rana. Thank you.
Let me lay it on the line. I got a little freakiness inside, and you know that the man has got to deal with it. And I don't care what they say, I'm not about to pay nobody's way, cause it's all about the dog in me. I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening, just like me.
வணக்கம். கொரோனா வைரஸ் பற்றி நாம் எல்லோரும் அறிந்ததே. இந்த நேரத்தில் நாம் எல்லோரும் விழிப்புணர்வாக இருக்க வேண்டும். அண்ட் நீங்களும் பாதுகாப்பாக வீட்டிலே இருக்க வேண்டிக் கொள்கிறோம். தேங்க்யூ.
வணக்கம். நான் என் ஃபேமிலியோட வீட்டில் சேஃபாக இருக்கிறேன். நீங்களும் உங்களோட ஃபேமிலியோட வீட்டில் சேஃபாக இருந்து இந்த நாட்டை COVID-19 பரவாமல் தடுக்கிறதுக்கு நாங்கள் உதவி செய்வோம். ஸோ எல்லோரும் உங்களோட ஃபேமிலியோட வீட்டில் சேஃபாக இருங்க.
Hi everyone, this is from REALTY Reality Jeffna. Please எல்லாரும் வீட்டில் சேஃபாக இருங்க. அப்போ தான் நாங்கள் ஃப்ரண்ட்லைன் ஒர்க்கர்ஸுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ண இயலும். ஸோ எங்களுக்கு அதன் வெளியே ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டுருக்கணும்.
வணக்கம். இந்த கொரோனா நோயிலிருந்து நம்மளை பாதுகாக்க நான் என் குடும்பத்தோடு நான் வீட்டில் சேஃபாக இருக்கிறேன். அதுபோல் நீங்களும் உங்கள் குடும்பத்தோட வீடுகளில் சேஃபாக இருங்க. எங்களுக்காக எங்களை இந்த நோயை தடுப்பதற்காக கஷ்டப்பட்டு வேலை செய்கிற அனைவருக்கும் நன்றிகள்.
Hi guys, this is from Reality. Please stay at your home.
I am Ravulan, Remax North Reality. COVID-19லேருந்து பாதுகாப்பாக இருக்கிறதுக்காக நான் வீட்டை என் ஃபேமிலியோட சேஃபாக இருக்கிறேன். அதே மாதிரி நீங்களும் ஸ்டே அட் ஹோம். தேங்க்யூ.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் திவாகர். கொரோனா நோய் தொற்றிலிருந்து அனைவரையும் பாதுகாத்துக் கொள்வதற்காக நான் குடும்பத்துடன் வீட்டிலே இருக்கின்றேன். அதேபோல் நீங்களும் உங்களுக்காகவும் எனக்காகவும் நாட்டு மக்களுக்காகவும் கொரோனா நோய் தொற்றிலிருந்து பாதுகாத்துக் கொள்வதற்காக வீட்டிலே இருக்கும்படி கேட்டுக்கொள்கின்றேன்.
Hi, I am Darshan from Remax Reality Jeffna. இந்த கொரோனா வைரஸ் இந்த தாக்கத்தை பற்றி எல்லாரும் பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம். ஸோ அதுலேருந்து என்ன பாதுகாத்து கொள்வதற்காக கொஞ்சம் சுயநலமாக நான் இந்த வீட்டில் இருக்கேன். உங்கள்கிட்ட எனக்கு வரக்கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக. அதே மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் பொது நலமாக இருக்குது. என்னட்டு உங்களை யாருக்கும் பரவக்கூடாதுன்றதுக்காக. ஸோ ஸ்டே ஹோம், ஸ்டே சேஃப்.
ஹாய் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். இப்போ நாட்டில் நடக்கிற இந்த இன்ஃபெக்ஷன் பிரச்சனையால் ஸோ எல்லோரையும் வீட்டில் இருக்க சொல்லி கவர்மெண்ட் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணி கேட்டிருக்காங்க. ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் எல்லோரும் வீட்டில் இருங்க. வீட்டில் இருக்கிறது உங்களுக்கு சேஃப்டி. வெளியே போகிறது உங்களுக்கு சேஃப்டி இல்லை.
ஹாய் வணக்கம். நான் துஷாந்த் ஃப்ரம் ரீமேக்ஸ் நாட் ரியாலிட்டி. கொரோனா நோய் தொற்றிலிருந்து என்னையும் அனைவரையும் பாதுகாப்பதற்காக நான் வீட்டிலேயே இருக்கின்றேன். அதேபோல் நீங்களும் உங்கள் குடும்பத்துடன் வீட்டிலேயே பாதுகாப்பாக இருங்கள்.
Thank you to all the grocery delivery drivers and farmer workers for helping Sri Lankans stay safe. Thank you and be safe.
நாங்கள் பாதுகாப்பாக வாழ்வதற்கு எமக்காக 24 மணி நேரங்களும் அயரால் உழைத்துக் கொண்டிருக்கும் ஹெல்த்கேர் ஒர்க்கர்ஸ், க்ரோசரி ஸ்டோர் ஓனர்ஸ், டெலிவரி டிரைவர்ஸ் அண்ட் கிளீனர்ஸுக்கு எமது மனமார்ந்த நன்றி.
Welcome to R4.
Yes! Everybody get cheer them on, you bet! This is it. This is the company.
We are REMAX!
REMAX #1, baby! Yeah!
And check it out. You, sir, get the first one.
Oh, nice.
Yep. You are not the only one with cards anymore. I'll walk around like a hot shot.
Right? Yeah, there's 2 hot shots.
There are 2 hot shots. Now you've got some competition.
Oh, and you went with glossy, too.
Excuse me?
You went glossy.
Yeah. Cost a little bit more, but I figured it was worth it. I was going to do some TV ads, but who can afford those?
Okay, here you go. Is there anything else I can get you to?
No, I think I'm good. But hey, listen, I do want to talk to you about a place I found for you.
Really?
In the neighborhood you were looking at the price we were talking about. So if you're available this week or whenever, we'll go look at it.
Okay, let me just check my schedule, and I can call you back at REMAX, right?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, just give me a call.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
How do you know her?
I don't. She just called the office.
Wonder how she got your number.
Who did your logo?
Oh, I got a guy. You like it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Listen, I gotta go, but
keep that one. That's
okay.
You. That's you.
Yeah, I gotta go make some things happen, but
okay.
Let's do this again sometime.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did you know that with a transaction as important as selling your home, the right agent can make all the difference in the world? The right agent can help you get your home sold fast by setting the price that will attract buyers and help you get the most from your investment. The right agent also has the expertise to help you get your home ready to show off. But how do you find the agent that's best for you? How do you pick one out of the crowd? Here are 5 helpful tips. Number 1, ask your friends and family for referrals. If someone you know and trust had a good experience with an agent, that could be a starting point. But don't choose an agent based on just a recommendation. Number 2, take the agents you've identified and interview them. You're hiring the agent to do a job, sell your home. You want to make sure they have what it takes to get the job done. And you want to make sure the agent is someone you can work with, both personally and professionally. Number 3, how much experience does the agent have selling homes? How about in your neighborhood? How long did it take to sell those homes? A good real estate agent will have a marketing plan that's not just an open house, but might include printed materials, newspaper ads, and video. Find out what they plan to do for you. And the best agents not only have years of experience, but they also have an understanding of complicated real estate procedures. Number 4, what are the agent's real estate credentials? Look for an agent who keeps on top of the latest trends in the industry and has advanced certifications and designations. Agents who take education seriously will have a series of letters after their name, like CRS, Certified Residential Specialist, or CDPE, Certified Distressed Property Expert. There are dozens more. Find out which designations or certifications the agent has and how their training can help you. And number 5, customer service. You want an agent who gets back to you quickly and takes the time to explain complicated issues. an agent with your best interests in mind. And find out how the agent defines top-shelf customer service. After all, you're selling your family's biggest investment, and you deserve an agent who will work hard for you. To find a real estate agent in your area, go to REMAX.com.
We're at a 50-50 split now.
Yeah, you just mentioned that a couple minutes ago.
That's how we roll at Old Reliable Realty. See, you got the blue shirt memo. Blue shirt memo.
Oh, because you're wearing a blue shirt and I'm wearing a blue shirt.
The memo.
Oh, that's a good one. There's my REMAX All-Star.
Hey, what's going on, big guy?
How are you?
Good.
Good. It's almost like you live here.
What's it been? A day?
If that. All right, gentlemen. We know why we're here. There's one for Old Reliable.
Oh, thank you very much.
And one for my REMAX All-Star.
Hello? Yeah? Oh, no. No, that's no problem. Got my guy on that already. Yeah, we anticipated that. So he's taking care of it, and we are still good to go. We're going to close Friday. Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, it's part of the job, you know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Yeah. What's that? Sure, we can sell that. Yeah, we'll sell that too.
Oh, no, we got
No
the package at 12
problem.
o'clock. We are on for 4.
Hey, if it's on the earth,
4
we'll
o'clock
sell
it
it.
is.
Right?
Not going to be a problem.
Okay. Sure. No, my
No.
pleasure. You too.
Sure.
Hey,
Okay.
Mom.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். நான் திவாகர், ரியல் எஸ்டேட் ஏஜென்ட் ஃப்ரம் ரீமேக்ஸ் நாட் ரியாலிட்டி. தற்போது நான் பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்க எஸ்எஸ் காம்ப்ளெக்ஸ். இதில் 2 தியேட்டர்கள், 2 கல்யாண மண்டபங்கள், ஒரு ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்ஸ் விற்பனைக்கு வந்துள்ளது. இது தொடர்பான மேலதிக விவரங்களை தெரிந்து கொள்ள அலையுங்கள் 0777-291-6683 எண்டிங் டிஸ்கிரிப்ஷன். அதையும் பார்க்கவும்.
right, fellas. Seeing as how you're all real estate agents, we're gonna play real estate poker tonight. Dealer's choice, broker's rules. I see we've got RE/MAX, big franchise, independent. All right, fellas.
What about me?
Right, and you are...
100%.
I will try to remember that. All right, fellas. It is time for the game to begin. RE/MAX, ante up. The rest of you are exempt.
It's more like FEMAX, huh? Because of the fees.
Oh, I see what you did there.
That's a good one.
Good did there. Right.
Hey, you forgot about me.
Oh, right. Sorry, Pally. No brand name recognition. I will try my best to remember next go round. Let's see what we got. See what you got.
Boom.
Oh, and winner, chicken dinner for franchise. Da-da-da-da. Commission split. Go. Okay. Again with a commission split. Tech fee. Oh, internet usage fee. Oh, newspaper advertisement fee. And we have a win for RE/MAX. Oh, it's all you, Pally. It's independent with the win. Commission split.
Kind of expecting that anyway. Still pretty good, huh?
Yeah, aren't you glad I invited you?
Yes, thank you.
Ooh, referral fee.
I'm sorry, what?
Referral fee. Oh, another commission split. RE/MAX with the win. Oh, big franchise. Oh, knock, knock. Who's there? It's me, tech fee. Interweb fee. And we have another win for RE/MAX, scooping it all up again.
I'm out.
And franchise, I see you're fresh out of chips. Would you care to buy back in?
Yeah, I would, but I'm gonna have to go to the ATM.
Be my guest. Okay, pal. Looks like you know what you're doing. I got a condo.
You haven't dealt me in yet.
Yeah, we'll get you next go round, all right?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem. Just showing some support.
Well, we're going to convert you.
Well, I'm not going to leave RE/MAX.
You will. Believe me. Hey there, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Pyramid Realty Orientation/Opportunity Meeting. First off, I'd like to introduce you to a good friend of mine. He works at RE/MAX, but he will be joining us soon.
I won't be.
He will be. Okay. All right. What is the beautiful thing about Pyramid Realty? Anyone? Anybody? The beautiful thing about Pyramid Realty is that you don't have to sell houses to make money. Mr. RE/MAX here. What do you do to make money?
Sell houses.
Sell houses? When are you going to learn, man? It's all about the downline.
The downline?
The downline. I have people in my downline, so I don't have to sell houses. They do. You don't want to end up like Mr. RE/MAX over here, do you? No. All right, here's another advantage of the downline. Hey, Mark, how you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good.
Good. Mark works with XYZ Graphics, okay? Mark, when he comes on board, is, what were you offering, Mark?
7% off all postcards and flyer designs.
7% off all designs. Don't get that at RE/MAX, do you?
7%? No, we have the RE/MAX Design Center, so all that's free.
Yeah, but he still has to sell houses. He doesn't have a downline.
Yeah, I do have to sell houses.
Nice try.
Thanks.
Check it out. Who wants to make that? Exactly. Do you know how that's possible? Because here at Pyramid Realty, you make 110% commission. 110%. Chew on that for them.
Sorry, guys. I have to go sell a house. But good luck with everything.
You go sell your house. When is RE/MAX going to learn? All they do is sell houses. All they do is sell houses.
Well, the balloon is a very strange story. We had two of our franchisees from Albuquerque, New Mexico, that approached the company and said, here's a drawing of a red, white, and blue balloon, and it should be our logo. We looked at them and said, absolutely no way. Balloon has nothing to do with the real estate business. If they wanted, they could have a balloon for charity fundraising events, office openings, and so on, but our logo was a red, white, and blue sign. About a year later, we were having a regional owners meeting. They had brought a handheld little 8mm brownie type movie camera from the Albuquerque Balloon Festival the day before. So they showed the regional owners this balloon being inflated and being flown and all that sort of thing. And they said it should be our logo. And so we took a vote, and the vote was unanimous, no. 1 year later, I hired a consultant, and they had just done a customer survey of the best of Denver. And I had bragged to him that we had finally made it to #1 in the Denver market. And he smiled and he said, well, let me show you something. And he showed us a survey they had just done. And even though we were 5 years old, we were the 8th best known real estate company in the city. And so I met with the agents and I said, we need to do group advertising. What do we do? My suggestion was, well, I'll take a RE/MAX for sale sign. I'll stick it in the ground and I'll say, hi, I'm Dave Leniger. I'm the co-founder of RE/MAX, and I'd like to tell you how proud I am of our agents and so on. They all laughed and they said, Dave, you're not an actor and that wouldn't be a very good commercial. So somebody said, well, we've got a red, white, and blue balloon we use for all of our charity walkathons and grand openings and such. You're a pilot. Why don't we put the balloon up, and why don't you go fly around in a Cessna and take pictures of the balloon? We go out, I rent an airplane, the balloon pilot puts the balloon up, and then we found out how difficult it was to find 30 seconds worth of balloon footage, because we had to fly around the balloon at a fairly close distance, and with about 2 hours flight time, we finally got 30 seconds of balloon photos that showed no background except for blue skies and perfectly in focus. We ran a hard-hitting 8-week campaign, and just about the time the campaign ended, this management consultant came back to me and said, we just did our annual survey again, and I want you to know you are now the #1 best-known real estate company based on an 8-week TV campaign. And I said, fabulous. He said, David, I don't understand why this is not your logo. And I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, 66% of the respondents said you have a red, white, and blue balloon. And he said 36% said your theme is above the crowd. And he said after an 8-week campaign to have that kind of recognition is unheard of. It should be on your business cards, your signs, the front of your offices, and everything. And that's how it happened. Us against the world. What we were attempting to do was pay the nation's top producers better. That put me on the hate list of every other real estate company.
The brokers did not like the idea of making the agents the heroes of the organization.
We figured that the agent was doing all the work and taking most of the risk, and yet only getting half of the compensation.
High commission split was a big part of what we had going for us in the beginning. The advantage of that was that you would attract the full-time experienced producers in the business.
RE/MAX has always been that pioneer. We basically taught agents how to promote themselves.
It was revolutionary. It was different than the way real estate had ever been done in the past.
The first month, I took over 1,000 phone calls, 204 face-to-face interviews, and 4 people signed up. And the whole industry was knocking us and telling us that we were nothing but a bunch of cowboys and yahoos. And we went to the Colorado Association of Realtors convention. So we passed out red, white, and blue pens, and it said 100% in the center. I up mine, now up yours.
We weren't liked very well, let's just put it that way. But we became respected because of the fact that the numbers that we were doing, the quality of the agent, the integrity of the agents that we were bringing on. We evolved, and what happened was we coalesced around one image.
We had 2 owners of the RE/MAX franchise in Albuquerque, and the Albuquerque Balloon Festival was just taking off.
So they wanted to do a RE/MAX balloon. At the same time, regional owners had a meeting in Chicago, and we looked up at the TV, and there's the RE/MAX balloon.
Nobody wanted it as a logo. It was just, isn't that cute, our balloon's up in the air.
We took a kind of a silly little symbol and turned it into this massive icon of what professional real estate is supposed to be about.
The early days of the company were fraught with a lot of financial difficulties.
We had to sell a franchise in order to make payroll. We had to sell another franchise in order to pay the rent.
It was just an absolutely terrible market.
In 1980, we lucked out and sold to 2 extraordinary business people, Frank Polsler and Walter Snyder.
Of course, we were extremely impressed. They showed us the best of the best, and we thought we could repeat that in Ontario.
We thought there was a great opportunity in the marketplace for this type of brand and this type of business model.
Dave looked at my financial statements and he said, Frank, you're broke. I said, we'll make it work.
If an accountant would have made this decision to sell us the franchise, we wouldn't be here today.
They convinced us that they could do the job, and they totally turned the company around.
Frank and Walter understood franchising. They fell in love with our concept. They opened the entire European continent for us. And overnight, they revolutionized our company.
In 1983, we did our first conference in Northern Ontario. This guy flew in with his seaplane. And I said to Dave, you want to fly with us? No, he said, Gail, you go.
The pilot made a mistake, and so the plane went into a stall spin, crashed into the trees.
Killing the pilot and putting Gail and the other 2 passengers in the hospital for years.
Originally, they told Dave that she would be lucky to make it through the night. Even if she does come out of it, she may be a vegetable. She may never be able to walk. She may never be able to talk. He read motivational books to her. He put speakers on her head, and he played tapes to her, even though she was in a coma. When she finally went into the rehabilitation center after she got out of the coma, they said that her hopes of ever walking were not very good. And she looked at the doctor and she said, I will walk out of here.
I can remember her appearing at the convention, this frail, 95-pound, head-shaved wisp of a woman in a wheelchair. And she stood up in that wheelchair and waved with her other arm in a sling. Not a dry eye in the place.
She wouldn't let it take her down. And I think that ignited all of us to work even harder and harder. By the 90s, we were booming.
At our 20th anniversary, we'd reached 30,000 agents. And at that point, we really started to become a factor in the country.
The agent number meant market share, meant market presence, meant advertising dollars.
The premier best agents in the business, the best customer satisfaction, the best brand name awareness, the most market share, the best web presence, all these things are the RE/MAX brand.
The 90s were impacted by technology, and RE/MAX was in the forefront of that.
We became the first real estate company to have a satellite TV network.
We opened the convention at the National Association of Realtors with a huge booth, cameramen interviewing people. We made such a smash hit the first day that by the second day, 30 or 40 of our competitors all had whiteboards up in their booths that said, we too have national television coming.
We had the tools to help make agents and brokers more successful than they had ever been in the past.
Our national company, our regional companies, our broker owners. We are all specialists in providing products and services to help top producers become more successful. We are totally devoted to the top producers.
By the time 2000 rolled around, RE/MAX was the significant player in the real estate industry in all of North America.
We went from country to country and started seeing the immediate success.
We were established, we were the go-to company, we had a national presence in the media.
It was inevitable we'd become number one. Our numbers went up annually every year. Actually, through the first 4 recessions, we actually grew worldwide. In our 5th recession, which really came about with the housing bubble in the United States, we saw the first net loss of agents in the company's history. RE/MAX reacted very positively. We had the best agents, we had the most experience. Many had been through previous recessions, and they were able to thrive during that recession instead of going out of business like so many of our competitors.
RE/MAX survived the difficult markets for the same reason that we prospered in the very good markets. If you have a company that's built with the very best brokers and the very best agents, it's going to prosper.
The key quality that RE/MAX agents have is they're very, very entrepreneurial. They're serious about their business. They've got a curiosity. They never stop working on improving the service that they give to the consumer. Quality attracts quality, and we have the highest quality agents in history.
To be affiliated with the top real estate professionals in the business, the best agents, the best broker owners and managers, it's been the best years of my life.
One day you look up and say, woo, wow, look at us. But in reality, it was a passion for the organization. It was an absolute love for the people in RE/MAX. There's no words to explain how much we appreciate the real estate agents and broker owners that work with us. They built this company.
Confidence. Then for now, this Remax model will be Vietnam. I believe that. Trying to recommend for the Remax model. I'm going to work for him. Thank you so much, Mr. Laban Darawaga. Vietnam of real estate leadership international level. Thank you so much. Thank you again.
Baby, tonight's like fuego. We bout to spend a dinero. We party till al otro día volvemos. Tú sabes cómo lo hacemos, baby.
I am so excited about bringing back one of our longtime speakers at Real Estate Connect, Dave Liniger, founder of RE/MAX, who's been here 3 times. This is his 3rd time, and I'm so excited to bring Dave Liniger up to the stage. David? Welcome back.
Well, thank you very much.
So good to have you.
It was an interesting world after the last time I was here.
Yeah, tell us that you were telling me backstage that was right before your accident, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago, finished a speech here, and within a couple days, they put me in a hospital. I thought I was going to have back surgery, and I woke up 4 months later, coming out of a coma and 100% paralyzed, and spent a year in the hospital.
Wow. Tell me about that year. What was...
Well, the drugs were good. You know, I'm from Colorado, you know, we have free drugs out there now. I slept through 4 months of it. I recovered the same way that a real estate agent succeeds.
Yeah.
Read Think and Grow Rich. I set my goals. I said I'm going to walk again, step-by-step plan, had a great support group and a mastermind group, and the rest is history, and I'm back at work.
Did you ever have a moment of like, I'm giving up, it's too much, this is too painful, too difficult?
When I was about 2 months into it, I had flatlined. They had done CPR to try to bring me back, all the things that happened, and I just thought, that's enough. I'm tired. Wow. Somehow or another, I found the strength to go ahead, and the rest was easy.
Yeah. Dave, I want to ask you, we have, as you know, we got traditional industry people here, and we got a lot of entrepreneurs and innovators. You're an icon, but people may not realize you started with nothing and started as an agent, and now, depending on who makes the metrics, you're the largest or one of the largest real estate companies in the world. Give some advice to the entrepreneurs who are just starting out, how to get their plane off the ground.
Well, the easy thing is, do you have a passion for what you're doing? Is this something that really turns you on, or are you just trying to start a business to make money? Because if it's just about the money, that isn't enough motivation to stay at it when the hard times come. And there's no overnight successes out there. You look at them, but you realize, in my case, that was 40-some years ago. So develop a passion for what it is that you believe in, that you're willing to work your fanny off for. Develop some kind of a written plan, set some goals, step by step. Get a support group of people that believe in you and will encourage you and will stand by you. Get rid of the negative thinkers, because there's tons of people who tell you it'll never work. You're too young, or you don't have enough money, or whatever it is. And go live your dream.
It's a great advice. Tell me this. Our theme at Connect this year is partnerships, and by the way, I'd like to thank RE/MAX. You're a great partner of Inman News. We really appreciate it. We don't always get along, but we're good partners through it all. Tell me about, if you look back, what was one of the great partnerships that helped you take off? What was, can you think of an example or two that...
Well, I think the most important thing is, obviously, we're a franchise network, and my agents and my franchisees became my partners. When I started the company, I was in my mid-20s. I had already been licensed since I was 19. I was so young and so naive, and we made so many mistakes. Everybody I hired was older than me. And the one thing I did correct is I went to the agents and said, what did you like best at your old company? What did you dislike the most? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? How would you manage this? How would you get out of the mess I've got myself in? And my agents were my partners. And real estate agents, they're not afraid to tell you anything. And the criticism is hard to take, but the suggestions were invaluable. That is a strategic partnership.
You probably were, in so many ways, such a spokesperson for that agent relationship. You really did. That was always your connection, to respect and appreciate the role of the agent. Let's move forward to today. Do you still think, has anything changed? Is the agent, you know, they really haven't been disrupted. They're still who we all count on every day to buy and sell a house. What has changed?
You know, technology changed. License laws, professional designations. When we started, our technology was an IBM Selectric 2 typewriter. No cell phones, no fax machines, no overnight mail. Al Gore had not invented the internet yet. And yet you go, all these things that have changed, and the real estate agent on the front line is still the one that gives the customer service and still the one the customer depends upon. So technology is the most fabulous tool in the world. This just beats the hell out of a tear-out page or an MLS book or advertising in the newspaper. And so I don't think much has changed at all. The agent is the key to the real estate transaction.
Still, so that hasn't changed at all. How about technology? Did you underestimate its power, the power of the internet? Do you think I mean, if you look back, I think we were all kind of surprised of its impact on our world. How about you?
Yeah, if you'll remember, a long time ago, I gave some speeches where I said, technology is valuable, computers are good, but they're big and boxy. And I said, the truth of the matter is, most agents don't need technology, they need leads. And at that point, there was no lead generation by technology. Boy, did that change 15 years ago. An incredible change. And that is what agents need, is leads. And so when you see the Trulias and the Zillows and so on that have come about, they spent hundreds of millions of dollars for technology platforms that really work. The franchisors, like ourselves, or regional giants, we never put that kind of money into it. But we don't see them as a threat. They are a strategic partner. We have the inventory. They have the technological expertise. We marry the two. They get rich. We do better. If they want to be our competitors and eliminate us, they don't get our inventory. Right. And so we'll survive together, and the better they make their platform, the better it is for us.
So the whole thing of friend or foe in technology, for a while there, I think the industry was worried that the Zillows and the Trulias of the world were a foe, not a friend. But you see them as a friend now. They're your partners.
Yes, I was concerned at first that they would try to replace the realtor. And some people have, by the way. None of it has worked. The truth of the matter is we don't sell a commodity. We don't sell a book, a tape, a DVD, or an airline ticket. We sell service and information, and we know more than what the internet does. And so use technology as your friend. You better embrace it because it's going to keep changing.
Yeah. Dave, there's a hot issue now, and I'd love your comments on it. And it's about publishing some of the data around agents, the MLS data on performance and sales and having agent ratings. Where do you stand on that? It's a very controversial issue. Agents get upset, some like it, some don't. We're going to have a town hall tomorrow and discuss it. I'm probably going to get ran out of the room, but what's your view on that? Should we put all that data up so the consumer can look at it?
I'm probably going to get run out of the room too.
Well, we'll go together.
Okay.
I met Dave, by the way, in a bar in New Orleans back in the 80s, and he said, I got an idea it's going to take off, and I said, oh, really? And we drank and had fun, and but anyway, go ahead.
The truth of the matter is we're going to get rated one way or the other. We might as well make it available. If you're concerned about being rated, maybe you're not giving very good service. If you're concerned about being falsely rated, you can work your way around that and clarify those issues, just like having something wrong on your credit report. But the consumer wants information. The more we try to deny information to them, the worse it is for us. And we should just be right out, open, and let them have it.
Yeah, great. You told me a great story back in the green room about a lunch you just had with the senator from Wyoming, or former senator, and a lot about money. And you've been very successful. I don't think you're ever chasing a dollar, but you certainly accumulated a few. Give me your view of that, an entrepreneur that hits it or might hit it someday, how to begin to think about the prosperity that you've created for yourself and how you view what your responsibility is to it.
Well, I was making $100,000 a year part-time in the real estate business back in the late 1960s. And so money really has never been a challenge other than when I ran out of it starting my business. Once you have enough cars, enough airplanes, enough houses, and enough steaks, what do you do with the money? You want to make an impact on it. And so a lot of wealthy people are so busy making money, they don't give it away. And then the kids give it away, or they just give it to their kids. And so I was sitting with Senator Alan Simpson. He's a Wyoming cowboy, about 85 years old, talking about philanthropy. And he says, in cowboy wisdom, it's better to be given while you're living, that way you're knowing where it's going. And so my attitude is that, we've created wealth, a lot of wealth, what do you do with it? What is the passion in your heart? What are the causes you care about? And why in the world are you going to go to the grave with it?
Yeah, great point. Now, you owned your company, and you had never let Wall Street in those offices in Denver. Now suddenly Wall Street's your new partner. You're a Lone Ranger sort of guy. Wall Street's kind of murky and mucky. How is it to work with Wall Street?
Actually, absolutely no problem at all. I still have controlling interest in my company, and as I told the analysts, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And so I really don't have to respond to it, but I have a responsibility to the shareholders. So in reality, it is another phase in the growth of a company, because what in the world would happen to my company upon my death and demise? The estate taxes in the United States with state would be up to 60-some% of an incredibly valuable entity, and then it would be sold at a fire sale. I've been able to make a natural transition, keep my management team in place, give them stock incentives so that they're incented to stay, and I know that the corporate culture that I created and the company built is going to stay the same. We are still Main Street. The day after we went public, I was back in Denver at my office at 5:30 in the morning. Nothing changed.
After you rang the bell.
Yeah, rang the bell. That was fun. But for the most part, a lot of entrepreneurs in here. And you just follow your passion. Yes, fall in love with something, and you'll never go to work another day of your life. It might be tough and challenging, but it's yours, and you're building it, and you're going someplace.
Great message. By the way, we're going to open up to a couple questions. We only have a little bit of time, so just raise your hand and keep it up. And I think someone here is with a mic. And then I want to ask Dave, are you still racing cars?
No, I retired after Daytona in 2003.
Oh, okay.
I took up flying aerobatic jet planes. I thought that was a little bit safer than...
Have you done that recently?
No, I can't get my medical back just yet. So for 2 years, I've been driving wheelchairs.
Yeah. I bet you got a nice one.
We did soup it up.
You souped it up? I bet
Of
you did.
course.
I can only imagine. How about a question for Dave Liniger? Don't be afraid. Is that a hand? Gentleman right here. Or lady. Introduce yourself, too. We'd like to know who you are.
Hi, my name is Donna Bowen from Caldwell Banker, Massachusetts. And I'm just curious, from a company perspective, why is it that agents aren't employees, per se, of the company versus a consultant or whatever they call us, a contractor?
Well, it's a fairly simple answer. The real estate industry was never very sophisticated, but they were smart enough to know that if agents were independent contractors, they didn't have to pay a salary, they didn't have to pay anything out of pocket, they didn't pay benefits or health insurance. And so it was, you're an independent contractor, you get your half, you do whatever you want with your half. That has not changed in 50 years.
That's great. One last one, and then we're out of time. Is that a follow-up or the same person? Are you you're the one that just asked the question? Anyone else? Right here, Bob Hale. I'm sorry to do this to you. I just want to...
Dave, Bob Hale from Houston.
Speak up loud, Bob.
Yeah. I just wanted to tell you how progressive your thoughts are on give the consumer what they want, whether it's agent ratings or whatever. We offer agent ratings in Houston, and your agents have very, very definitely embraced it.
Good. Well, the truth of the matter is you have to embrace the changes. Anybody that tries to stand up and stop the forces of change is going to lose. It's overwhelmingly powerful. And the one thing that I have learned in my career is the more things change, the more they stay the same.
That's great. So I'd like to thank you for the entire industry. You're successful, and I love success, and we all want to be successful. You're extraordinarily savvy and smart. You're very loyal to your agents, and you're generous. You've given away some $100 million, and you've always been one of my heroes. We don't always agree, but you've always been one of the guys I really look up to, and I thank you very much for coming back to Real Estate Connect.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So long, Remax. I'm going to New Stuff Realty.
Really? How come?
How come? Because of a bunch of things. And let me tell you one. Because New Stuff is going to design for me, free of charge, all types of brochures and flyers and stuff like that.
Well, you know that REMAX has a design center, so all of that stuff is free anyway.
Well, I bet you didn't know that New Stuff happens to have an office in Liechtenstein. So don't be surprised if I'm getting all kinds of Liechtensteinian referrals very soon.
REMAX has offices in over 80 countries, including Liechtenstein.
Well, let me tell you something. I was at the gym yesterday, and I could not help but notice the 8.5 by 12 or 11. What is it, 11 or 12?
Not 12.
11.
8.5 by 11 ad that New Stuff has up on the community board. So that tells me that they're going to do everything to get their name out there. For me.
Well, then I'm guessing that you don't know that REMAX reaches more viewers on national TV than all of the other real estate companies combined. For you.
They weren't on the community board at the... I'll be at my desk. Hey, bro, just making sure you're coming to the open house today.
Of course I'm coming to the open house. I didn't know they still did those.
They still do open houses, and you know why? Because they're effective.
Well, I will be there.
Well, you might want to hurry up if you want some of the 3-bean salad. It's delicious, and it's going quickly.
Right. Where is it again?
All right, it's 3-bedroom, 2-bath, kind of a ranch style. Got a 2-car garage, fenced-in backyard, kind of an off-white.
Oh, wait, I think I see it.
Welcome. Welcome to the open house. Thank you for coming. Our mortgage rates for today and my card. Only thing hotter than these rates today? The 3-bean salad. Let me show you around it.
Hey, good to see you, buddy.
man.
Thank
How
you
are
for
you?
coming. Yeah, the salad is amazing. It makes you want to shove your face in it, really.
Looks like you've already got some leads today,
Yeah,
too,
we're
huh?
getting there, coming along. You know, we've only been up and running for about 5 hours now. So, hey, make the man a plate of some 3-bean salad, would you? Yeah, of course. Oh, sounds like you got a text message there.
Oh, yeah, it's another one of those leads from REMAX.
What, just comes right over your phone? Or?
Yeah, it's called Lead Street. So far, they've generated over 6 million leads.
6 million. Wow. I suppose a pretty heavy referral fee comes along with that luxury, huh?
No, it's referral fee free. Just have to accept this real quick.
Okay. Now, there are 3 different beans in this salad, each one amazing. They come together. Magic.
You don't know where to start. It's
You
so
do-
good.
Where do you start? Right?
Oh.
Okay. Here's the client's information.
Uh-huh.
Coming down from Jersey, 350, 400,000.
Ooh.
Well, they're coming down this weekend.
Oh.
You know what? I gotta go. I gotta run back to the office and pull some comps. But I like this.
Thanks.
Like all this. Keep it up.
Do you want this to go?
Say, hey, come back when you're done. We got the bouncy castle till like 4.
It was us against the world. What we were attempting to do was pay the nation's top producers better. That put me on the hate list of every other real estate company.
The brokers did not like the idea of making the agents the heroes of the organization.
We figured that the agent was doing all the work and taking most of the risk, and yet only getting half of the compensation.
High commission split was a big part of what we had going for us in the beginning. The advantage of that was that you would attract the full-time, experienced producers in the business.
RE/MAX was an agent-centric company right from the get-go.
RE/MAX has always been that pioneer. We basically taught agents how to promote themselves.
It was revolutionary. It was different than the way real estate had ever been done in the past.
The first month, I took over 1,000 phone calls, 204 face-to-face interviews, and 4 people signed up. You kiss a lot of frogs before you find a prince, and they call me Wart Lips.
I remember going to sell my first franchise, and this gentleman looked at me and he said, "Son, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard of."
And the whole industry was knocking us and telling us that we were nothing but a bunch of cowboys and yahoos. And we went to the Colorado Association of Realtors convention, and so we passed out red, white, and blue pens, and it said 100% in the center. I up mine, now up yours.
We weren't liked very well, let's just put it that way. But we became respected because of the fact that the numbers that we were doing, the quality of the agent, the integrity of the agents that we were bringing on, we evolved. And what happened was we coalesced around one image.
We had 2 owners of the RE/MAX franchise in Albuquerque, and the Albuquerque Balloon Festival was just taking off.
So they wanted to do a RE/MAX balloon. At the same time, regional owners had a meeting in Chicago, and we looked up at the TV, and there's the RE/MAX balloon.
Nobody wanted it as a logo. It was just, isn't that cute, our balloon's up in the air?
We hated that balloon. We said, what in the world does a balloon have to do with real estate? And we were proven wrong about that because we had a slogan said above the crowd. And it perfectly described not only the balloon, but our agents. We had the top people in the industry.
We took a kind of a silly little symbol and turned it into this massive icon of what professional real estate is supposed to be about.
The early days of the company were fraught with a lot of financial difficulties.
We had to sell a franchise in order to make payroll. We had to sell another franchise in order to pay the rent.
It was just an absolutely terrible market.
In 1980, we lucked out and sold to 2 extraordinary business people, Frank Polsler and Walter Snyder.
Of course, we were extremely impressed. They showed us the best of the best, and we thought we could repeat that in Ontario.
We thought there was a great opportunity in the marketplace for this type of brand and this type of business model.
Dave looked at my financial statements and he said, "Frank, you're broke." I said, "We'll make it work."
If an accountant would have made this decision to sell us the franchise, we wouldn't be here today.
They convinced us that they could do the job, and they totally turned the company around.
Frank and Walter understood franchising. They fell in love with our concept. They opened the entire European continent for us, and overnight they revolutionized our company.
In 1983, we did our first conference up in Northern Ontario. This guy flew in with his seaplane, and I said to Dave, you want to fly with us? No, he said, Gail, you go.
The pilot made a mistake, and so the plane went into a stall spin, crashed into the trees,
killing the pilot and putting Gail and the other 2 passengers in the hospital for years.
Originally, they told Dave that she would be lucky to make it through the night. Even if she does come out of it, she may be a vegetable. She may never be able to walk. She may never be able to talk. He read motivational books to her. He put speakers on her head, and he played tapes to her, even though she was in a coma. And the doctor said, "Son, she can't hear you." He said, "I'm going to keep talking to her, and I'm going to sleep here, and I'm going to be with her until she gets well." When she finally went into the rehabilitation center after she got out of the coma, they said that her hopes of ever walking were not very good. And she looked at the doctor and she said, "I will walk out of here."
I can remember her appearing at the convention, this frail, 95-pound, head-shaved wisp of a woman in a wheelchair. And she stood up in that wheelchair and waved with her other arm in a sling. Not a dry eye in the place.
She wouldn't let it take her down. And I think that ignited all of us to work even harder and harder. By the 90s, we were booming.
We started to grow at 3,000 and 4,000 agents per year, which was unheard of in our history.
At our 20th anniversary, we reached 30,000 agents. And at that point, we really started to become a factor in the country.
The agent number meant market share, meant market presence, meant advertising dollars.
The time I saw the brand really grow was when we started doing national advertising. And once that took hold in big markets and small markets, they knew what RE/MAX represented and what it was about.
The premier best agents in business, the best customer satisfaction, the best brand name awareness, the most market share, the best web presence, all these things are the RE/MAX brand.
The 90s were impacted by technology, and RE/MAX was in the forefront of that.
We became the first real estate company to have a satellite TV network. When Dave Liniger comes up with an idea, it's going to be done first class and it's going to be done very quickly. He came up with the idea in March and he said, we will be on the air November 1st. And we were on the air November 1st.
We opened the convention at the National Association of Realtors with a huge booth, cameramen interviewing people. We made such a smash hit the first day that by the second day, 30 or 40 of our competitors all had whiteboards up in their booths that said, we too have national television coming.
That changed so many things. That took us up a level.
We had the tools to help make agents and brokers more successful than they had ever been in the past.
Our national company, our regional companies, our broker owners. We are all specialists in providing products and services to help top producers become more successful. We are totally devoted to the top producers.
By the time 2000 rolled around, RE/MAX was the significant player in the real estate industry in all of North America.
We grew into Europe and Asia, the Caribbean, into Mexico, to where we are now.
We went from country to country and started seeing the immediate success.
We were established, we were the go-to company, we had a national presence in the media.
It was inevitable we'd become number one.
We have the greatest run-up in the history of real estate. Then, boom.
Change is interesting. Some people embrace it and some people are afraid of it.
You know, back in 2006, 2007, I started to see Dave and Jess talking about how hot the market was getting.
Dave would get up in front of people and say, a slowdown is coming, get prepared.
We said, batten down the hatches. This is going to be the toughest one we've ever seen.
Dave, being the visionary that he is, realized what agents needed to do was change the focus of their business.
First, we saw the unbelievable number of foreclosures and REOs coming and said, you've got to prove to bankers you can handle REOs. It's going to be the business we have.
We saw distressed properties. Okay, let's get distressed property education out on RE/MAX University.
We started teaching the CDPE course and pushed the short sales. We went to Fannie, Freddie, FDIC, Treasury, and HUD. We helped them rewrite the short sale rules.
Let's get investors, because there's such a huge investor market, property management and rentals.
So we embraced the changes.
RE/MAX survived the difficult markets for the same reason that we prospered in the very good markets. If you have a company that's built with the very best brokers and the very best agents, it's going to prosper.
We're successful today because it comes from the top.
It's the honesty, it's the hard work, it's, hey guys, we do the right thing here. That is what Dave and Gail and Fish and Jess, that's what they believed in.
To be affiliated with the top real estate professionals in the business, the best agents, the best broker owners and managers, it's been the best 40 years of my life.
One day you look up and say, woo, wow, look at us 40 years later. But in reality, it was 40 years of days, 40 years of nights. It was a passion for the organization. It was an absolute love for the people in RE/MAX. There's no words to explain how much we appreciate the real estate agents and broker owners that work with us. They built this company. They're the best in the history of the real estate industry.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Excellent. Just had a boxed lunch with a chocolate chip cookie, and it was delicious.
Did you get an apple with that?
There was an apple in there, though I did not eat it. So check it out. I had a little free time to kill. I was just seeing if you were coming to the convention this year.
I'm at the convention. Actually, just walked into the trade show.
What are you talking about? Where are you? What row are you on?
36?
36? There's only 4 rows here.
4 rows? There's like 40, 50 rows here.
Oh, maybe 40 booths. 40 rows, no.
What exhibit hall are you in?
The exhibit hall, the only one. Where are you?
I'm in F.
F? At the state convention?
No, at the REMAX. That's right, you're not with REMAX, are you? I'm at the REMAX convention in Las Vegas.
Oh, the REMAX convention. Vegas. How's that going?
Great, man. Went to some sessions this morning, kind of seeing where the market's headed. The best part for me is all the referrals I'm making out here. You should try to do the same thing out there.
Believe me, I am trying, my friend. I'm wearing the sticker. Might be a little small, though.
Maybe you should try putting on 2 stickers.
I'll put more stickers on, definitely.
All right, man, listen, I have to do some networking, but let's get up when I get back in town, okay?
Yeah, you take, I've got networking to do too, so you take care. Okay.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye. So no squishy balls?
Yeah, sorry again for calling you on the weekend. Yes, sir. You can find all that on Remax.com. I'll send you the link. Absolutely, sir. You have a good weekend. All right. Goodbye. Hey, buddy.
Don't do that. I thought you were a client or something. How's Mr. Remax doing?
Good. Doing good.
Good.
Picking up supplies for the game, you know.
I see that, yeah. My wife asked me to grab a few things, so here I am.
All right. How you kids doing?
She gone.
What the hell are you doing?
It was one of my clients.
Okay, so?
Let's talk over there. Okay, so I'm selling her house, and I haven't talked to her in a while.
All right, we're talking, what, a couple weeks?
Couple months.
What? You do know the biggest complaint against realtors is lack of communication, right?
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
I don't have anything to update her on.
Then update her on that.
Oh, fine, I'll call her tomorrow.
Excuse me, I just need to get, yeah, thanks.
She gone?
Meet the complainer. This complainer asserts that the REMAX brand is too successful, which... Oh. He's claiming it's unfair to go up against REMAX. Mr. REMAX asserts that the complainer has a point. It's the sweaty guy that fell.
A little sweaty. A little sweaty.
Versus the REMAX agent that just wants to get out there and sell.
This is when I ask the questions.
You may proceed.
Sweet Mr. Remax. If that's your real name.
You know that's not my name.
I know it's not. But everybody knows who you are, Mr. Remax. Everybody. What with your national commercials, your ginormous conventions, all that global market share. So let me ask you something. How's the little guy supposed to compete with that?
Is he the little guy?
He's the little guy.
Well, RE/MAX is kind of the little guy too, because each RE/MAX office is independently owned and operated. I would think of us as the little guy with the big brand.
Everybody hear that? RE/MAX is the little guy and the big guy. Objection.
Are you objecting to yourself?
Sustained hearsay.
It doesn't work that way.
Leading the witness. I strike to move. Move to strike. Is a strike a pose? What is it? One of those striking things. I bust a move, Your Honor.
You're doing great.
Thank you. First time.
Are you done yet?
Yeah, I'm done with that part. But I'm just getting started, with you anyway. I'd like to bring to the court's attention and submit into evidence Mark's face. His sad, sad little real estate agent face. No, he doesn't work for RE/MAX. He doesn't. But everywhere he goes, he's surrounded by RE/MAX branding. He'll look to the left. What's there? That's a billboard. Looks to the right. Oh, it's a RE/MAX balloon for some reason. He could even leave the country, and he still sees RE/MAX everywhere. Everywhere. I submit to you, Mr. RE/MAX, why don't you like Mark?
I don't know Mark.
Exactly. Nobody does. Sure, Mark gets a sign-on bonus. Sure, Mark gets some stock options, but his phone is not ringing because without brand awareness, he has no friends. None. He's friendless. How's that make you feel, Mark? Don't answer that, because you don't have to. He feels bad.
Maybe if Mark joined RE/MAX, it'd cheer him up.
Oh, objection!
Overruled.
Sustained?
Oh, you know what? RE/MAX wins. Case closed.
May I approach the bench?
No, you may not.
Well, then you're in contempt.
You're out of order. Bailiff!
Mr. RE/MAX,